It is Natalie Eskew. And if you don't know me, I've been in network marketing for almost 6.5 years. I have been with Monate for 2 years, and this is my third month of that. So 2 years and 3 months. I have a lot of background in this area, and I want to only give you a tidbit of my story because I'm going to try to keep this really short for you tonight. But I thought that this was really important information. So if you're coming in, say hi or live. And if you're on the replay, say replay and just let me know. I know a lot of people can't make these things live, which is fine. This is how we do our team trainings as well. So there's always a recording that you can come in and you can watch. So really quick, a little bit about me. I have a 4.5-year-old and a 2.5-year-old little girl. I live in Atlanta, Georgia. My background is acting and personal training. The company that I was with previous to this was Health and Wellness. I love it. I still use the products currently, which is crazy. But God was very clear that I came here. And when I got into network marketing, first things first, I totally thought it was a pyramid scheme. So I was like very anti network marketing. Like, put a 1 in the comments if you've ever thought it was a pyramid scheme. Okay. Well, when I finally found out that it wasn't a pyramid scheme, and I actually was telling my friend about my friend who sold this, and she ended up selling something, and I was like, well, I should do this and make money. I thought I was going to be a rock star. That's very egotistical. Yes. But I totally thought I was going to come in and just rock the face off of this business, like my old business. Okay. I was like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to be in the top 10. It's going to be amazing. I don't know if I was just young and overconfident, or I didn't have really an idea of what it took to run a successful network marketing business. And so now 6.5 years later, all of a sudden I do have a large team, and I do have all of a sudden, guys, 6.5 years later, did anybody catch that? I do have a large team, and I am in a new season of my business, which is really cool. My team is starting to lead and grow teams, and it's really amazing to watch leaders develop. And I am in this sort of different mentor role, but looking back at I thought I was going to be amazing at this. I really wanted to be this super fancy network marketer. And I think a lot of times we see people in network marketing and they're like, my team's the best. And you're like, but is it really? Because the reality is that most people sign up with network marketing because they were like me. They think that they're going to make a buku of money really quick, and that's just not true. And then a lot of people think if that doesn't happen immediately, that they've failed. Okay. And so if you've tried network marketing before, just put a 2 in the comments. Okay. So this is about what it really takes to commit and not quit, and why so many people quit within the first 30 days. Most people don't even give it 6 months, which is really sad to me because it's such a great opportunity. And my heart for this business is that because I believe that Monate offers the best opportunity there is out there, I want people to see that. I want to unveiling of your eyes. I hope you have fresh eyes and ears to hear what this is. So I think the reason that people fail is I have a list of reasons, a list of why I think this is a good business, and then a list of what you need to commit. Okay, so just stick with me. I am trying to keep this under 15 minutes, which is going to be awesome. Okay, so the reasons why people fail, it's discipline. You have to learn how to be disciplined. When it is your own business, it's very easy to not do because nobody is asking you hey, did you do your work today? Hey, did you show up? Hey, did you follow up with that person? So it is learning those behaviors. Now, I did not have those behaviors when I started. I totally didn't know how to follow up with people. I still mess up on follow-ups. I still don't perfectly show up to my business. I want to be really clear. I've been doing this for 6.5 years, and I did not do my power hour Monday and Tuesday of this week. Excuse me, it happens. Okay. So imperfect action is kind of one of the things, but most people lack discipline. Comp plans really matter. The previous company that I was with had 2 legs, and you had to cycle to make money, and it was points over here and points over here. It's very confusing, didn't make a lot of money. And if stuff was on one side, then you didn't make money on that. Where in Monate, you make money on every single thing that happens from you or anybody underneath you, which is exciting. Okay. So, a lot of people also have unrealistic expectations. Hello, that was me. I really, really, truly thought I was going to make, guys, even coming into this business, I had unrealistically low expectations of this business, but because I had previously sucked at network marketing, I guess, I thought I was terrible. And so I was my goal was always 1,000 a month. Okay. And in my last company in 4 years, I never hit it. And here I was okay, 1,000 a month. And my upline was this opportunity is better than that. And I was I kind of don't believe you. So I'm just going to stick with 1,000 a month. Okay. And I will say that I've actually been able to do that. Not everybody on my team has done it. This is not a like money claim. But what I'm saying is I had a lower expectation. But then like I was like, oh, well, I can jump to 10 grand. And it's like, that was a little unrealistic just to happen out of the clear blue sky. This is going to take time and this is going to take work. Okay. So a lot of people don't have support. My husband is really, really supportive of me, but I understand that not necessarily all husbands are. My husband and I actually have a video in this group if you want your spouse to watch it with you, because my husband has a business mind. But like my family of origin is very in your face negative. Okay. And so there have been times where it has been very hard for me to move forward in my business because I'm thinking about that. Okay. Fear. People don't look at whether the product is a consumable product or not, meaning like shampoo, you wash your hair, so everyone's going to reorder that. Whereas like the shake I drink, not everybody sees value in that shake. Okay. The season of life, like maybe you guys, when I had 2 under 2. Any other 2 under 2s, put a 3 in the comments. Like, it's hard. It's hard. And there were times where I was like, you know what? I don't know if I can do this. Okay, so it might have just been your season of life. And then a lot of it has to do with your plan of action and your training. And like really the team environment. Like if you don't have a strong upline, while your upline, and let me be very clear as an upline, it is not my responsibility to make your business successful. It is yours. But not having good trainings, not having good resources, not having systems in place can make your business fail. Okay, so why I believe that this is a good business, I will start with systems. When you get into Victory Tribe, there's literally the units tab. And some of you don't know what that is, but think of it as like a table of contents. Sorry, I'm getting used to the curly situation. I didn't know my hair would curl, but it does now. That's new. Hi, money. Thank you. But we have systems. And so it says, okay, if you're trying to get a VIP customer, this is all the things that you can do. This is like before the sale, during the sale, after the sale, objections, all of that. Okay. Yes, Burley, yours were right there too. And then that's actually how Burley and I met, guys, was on Instagram with my last company. So then, we have the systems, we have VIP, we have like what to do with market partners, we have weekly trainings, we have social media trainings, we have all this kind of stuff that's there for you. And the reason that this matters, guys, is because you don't have to know everything in order to bring everybody in with you, okay? Because a lot of times people think they have to be the expert. You don't. We have that training that you get to tell your people what to do. You're like, hey, I'm learning this too. You want to learn it with me? The second thing is we have a consumable product, which I talked about. The team culture. I really think this is super, super important. I mentioned fear and doubt and support. We really, in Victory Tribe, we do tribe prayer time and we talk to fear and doubt. And there's actually I don't have it down here because I just moved my desk. But there is a devotional that we do regarding network marketing, and it breaks through that fear and that stepping out and how to handle these things biblically, which is really exciting. We care about you as a person. One of the things that I made a note of at the beginning of this is because I was like, you know what, God, I don't want to just come on here and tell them that money is the best. I believe that it is, but what I want to tell them is, I think a lot of times we get into network marketing and we want to be so successful so quickly. And we have those unrealistic expectations. But it's also, guys, you don't have to come in here and be like, I want to make $10,000. You can come in here and be like, I want to make 100. It is like, God gave me this a couple of weeks ago. He just said, Nellie, it's okay to want small. It's okay to want small. I don't need to have the biggest platform, the biggest name, the look at me. I don't have to have that. It is okay to want small. So it's okay if you want to come in here for the team culture. It's okay if you want to come in for the trainings. It's okay if you want to come in here for $50 or just the discount and to be a part of something really cool. That is okay. God has a plan for you. I don't need you to come in and be something that you were not meant to be. Because what God has done for me is He, in this business, has given me the ability to think about what really matters to me. What I am supposed to be doing other than just making money. Our story is that we had 5 job losses in 4 years. And so money was important to us. Like we used the last of our money, okay, to sign up for this. And I mean, we were desperate, like literally desperate. The church had paid our rent. Like, guys, it was really bad and really hard. And we did not have support from families. And I mean, his family was great. Mine was great at times, but it was just a very isolating season. And that was all we could see. But now, because this business does provide for me, I can see that like God is good and he showed me his goodness through this business, and that I can do other things and I don't have to be the walking, talking money girl because he's providing for me here. Okay. And so that is part of our team culture. That is my heart. Okay. This is a quicker sales process, the comp plan I talked about, and the company is super, super generous. They actually give 50 cents on the dollar in their comp plan. So like when the company says, hey, we gave out $20 million in commission in November, that meant that the company brought in $40 million in commission. So we are super, super, I mean, guys, 5 years growing, #1 hair care, our skincare like blew out of the water. It basically doubled all of our businesses, which is amazing. Products, quality, all of that. And there's some good videos, resources here for that. Okay, so here's what you need to know in order to, like, if you want to commit, if you're thinking about it, if you're not sure. And if you guys have questions, please drop them in the comments below. So for me, it's been 6.5 years of imperfect action. Like not really knowing what I'm doing and like falling on my face and then just trying again and trying again and trying again. So I don't want you guys to think that like I'm something different than you. I'm not. Like my husband worked crazy hours when I started this. Just we figure it out. Okay. We all have our own stories. And so this is what I want you to think about. Are you willing to overcome your emotions? Because there are days that you are not going to want to do this and you do have to be disciplined and do it. There are days that you won't do it and that's okay. You can be mad at yourself, but you're still going to have to come back and try again, right? So there is this willingness to overcome the fear, the doubt, the struggles, the emotional response that from somebody else, or say somebody that's close to you doesn't love it. But that you have to have a willingness, guys. This does not mean that you do it well. This is something that we learn. It's something that I tell my 4-year-old all the time. We have to practice these things and we get better, and it might be uncomfortable, but it has to, if you have a willingness, then you're a million miles ahead of everybody else. Okay. And also willingness to learn new things. I came in here and I knew nothing about like the actual sales process. I had to learn that. A lot of people have to learn that. We have had very bad experiences with sales, and we have to learn how to do that and how to make that a service, not a like sleazy salesperson thing. And we teach you guys how to do that. Okay. The other thing is that you have to apply what you're learning. A lot of times people listen to audiobooks and they listen to the podcast and they listen to things, but they're not actually willing to try it and apply it to their lives. You have to have a willingness to do that. Okay. And again, not perfectly, and a willingness to try. Our system, guys, it's proven. I have amazing uplines. They're like in the top 15 of the company. Like both of so there's my upline and then there's 2 above them. Each of them are in the top 15 of the company. It's crazy. Okay, so these systems, they work. The social media plans, they work. The way we talk to people, the way we build relationships, it works. And so you have to have a willingness to almost forget if you've done network marketing before it hasn't worked. You have to have a willingness to not do that and try what we're going to do and try again and see what makes it yours. My lamp always does that where it turns off in the middle. Okay. So then did y'all see that? Okay. The other thing is you have to ditch perfection and you have to be willing to ask for help. I can't help you if you don't tell me. I always check in. I don't know what is happening with my lamp. We're just going to like ignore that. Hopefully it turns off now. Okay. Do you see this? It's crazy. I'm going to focus. Like zone in. Okay. Eyes on Jesus. Like you have to ask for help, because sometimes when people sign up initially, like you're like, and then you have a freak out moment. Everybody has a freak out moment after they sign up. And I usually have to go to people and say like, hey, so what's really going on? Are you okay? How can I help you? Where are you stuck? What's going wrong? If you're continually not signing somebody, you have to be willing to ask for help. Your upline should come to you and help you anyway, but you have to be willing. Okay. And this is the big part. So depending on your goals, you can work this business in 30 minutes to 2 hours a day. When I started, I did 2 hours a day because I mean, guys, we were really desperate for money. Like couldn't pay our bills. Okay. So I did 2 hours a day. We were in a season where my husband was home in the morning. I could go upstairs and I could work for 2 hours and then come downstairs and unplug with my kids. That is so distracting. I apologize about the lamp. But there are also times like currently I coach cheerleading as well. I'm in a really, really crazy cheer season and like crazy. And so like some days I only get 30 minutes and that's okay. okay? But it's 30 minutes to 2 hours a day. And again, let me be very clear, 3 to 5 days a week. And that's based on your goals. And this can change in your season. I have some people who came in and did 30 minutes a day, 2 days a week. And then all of a sudden they were like, okay, I got to buckle down and do this. And now they do an hour a day, 5 days a week. That's what I would like for everybody to do, but you can do, this is your business, okay? So the other part is that you need to have courage. I tell people all the time, I was very scared to sign up. And I actually realized that when God was so clear to me to come here, that it was that I needed to be courageous to trust him, that I need to have faith big enough to trust him. And then really the logistics of this, you have to have $199 or more, depending what product pack you want. So that's all you have to have in order to be here. And with that $199, I'll just be super clear, that's all in here. You can look at it, there's pictures and things, but you get product at a very, very, very large discount. And that product is for you to use. Now, if you want to like sell that retail to somebody else, sure, great, fine. But that's for you to use. And so I want to kind of finish this because it is 15 minutes, guys. This business is just a part of our lives. This is not our life. I'm not asking anybody to come in here and be like, I am the money girl. I don't care. This is a part of my life. I am Natalie. I know that God has a ministry for me somewhere, and this is part of my ministry currently. I am a mom. I am a cheer coach. I am all of these other things, okay? Monita is a part of my life. I am so thankful for this business. God has shown me so much here. Because of this, I literally realized that I want to make my life more about him. And so there's goodness for you here if he's calling you here, whether it's financial or not. And I think it was funny. I was praying right before I popped on. And I was like, God, I don't want to go on there and just tell them like, this is the best thing in the entire world. You should do it. I don't want to convince anybody to do this. And he reminded me of this verse that he gave me about a year ago, because we're Victory Tribe, which means that God's given us victory, and we want to remember that we come from victory, okay? There's where our courage comes from. But the verse is Exodus 15:2, and it's, the Lord is my strength and my song, and he has given me victory. And it's funny because there's actually a second part of that verse, and it's, this is my God, and I will praise him, my Father's God, and I will exalt him. And so that is why we do this. God called me here. He may be calling you here. But I want to encourage you with that. He is your strength in this. And he's the song that you sing. And you get to do that the way that he wants you to do it. And this is an amazing opportunity. And yeah, it's network marketing. And logically, sometimes that doesn't make sense. Jesus and shampoo is confusing, guys. But every opportunity that we have to love on people and shine the light of Christ is a mission field. We are constantly in the mission field, and talking to people about their hair and their skin is an opportunity for us to love on them. And guys, it's fulfilling work, but you're in charge and you do it how you want to do it. So I really hope this was helpful. If it was, will you just put helpful in the comments? Guys, if you have leads, you can tag them in this. If you have a friend and maybe you're not even a part of Victory Tribe, but you're like, oh my goodness, I totally could not stop thinking about this person. Add them, ask them if you can add them to this group. We never just add people to groups, okay? Even if you're not a part of the team, just ask them if they be like, hey, I saw this video. I would love for you to watch it. May I add you to this group? And tag them. Guys, I'm praying for you. I want the right people here. I love you. If you're live, put live. If you're on the replay, put replay.